Okay, at this time, your case is being handled by Pete Freeman on our board, and he's going to take it over with asking you some questions and continue the interview, okay?
Okay, Mr. Martin. Uh, it's alleged you violated condition number 4. I will not engage in any criminal activity, nor will I associate with people who are known to be involved in criminal activity. I will avoid bars and casinos. I will refrain from the illegal use of drugs or alcohol. It is alleged that you engaged in criminal activity by committing offensive charges of simple battery, simple criminal damage to property, and interfering with emergency communication, as evidenced by your arrest on 11/4/25. How do you plead to that charge?
Not guilty.
Okay, let's talk about it. Tell me what happened. What happened between you and this lady?
Well, that's my first cousin. I let her
Hmm.
come stay with me because she was being kicked out some housing place in Baton Rouge. So I allowed her to come stay with me because the family asked me to let her come stay because she didn't have nowhere to go. I allowed her to come to my house to stay as long as she helped me with the bills and helped me pay some bills. When she gets there, uh, she got a job, but soon after quit after she didn't have to pay any, thinking she didn't have to pay any more bills at the house because she never helped me with any at all. Well, anyway, I was at work. She called me at work, complaining about 3 chicken wings that I ate out the icebox because I took it for my lunch for work.
Hmm.
From the time she called me to the time I got home, she still was still complaining about chicken wings, knowing that she'd been staying on me for the last, I don't know how many months, but it was over a year, and I ain't pay a
Hmm.
bill yet. But anyway, the long story short, uh, she went to fussing about the chicken wings. So I went in there to the kitchen to get my key that I had just gave her because I said she don't need no key. She got to get out of here. So I went to get the key and I moved her tablet to get my key. And the lady grabbed my hand and I just trying to stop me from looking under the tablet. And I let go of the tablet and the tablet like hit like the back of it hit her eye like that. And it's put it back down. But mind you, the tablet was broke. Her phone was broke. So she had no way to call the police. I had just let her use my phone to call whoever she had called before then. Uh, After that, she talking about she gonna call the police. She gonna send me to jail. It's been going like that forever. But anyway, I called Miss Hyde and I told her to come get me. She came over there immediately after it happened, and she came over there and she told Miss Hyde I punched her in the eye. And Miss Hyde looked at her, examined. I called Miss Hyde and her daughter came over there. So those 2 people came over there to see her eye, which wasn't swollen or nothing. Then she ran to the neighbor house, Miss Moore, Miss Gail Moore. I don't know why she's not here, but she's supposed to be another witness for me. But anyway, she was supposed to be here too, but she seen her and she said, "Well, ma'am, I don't see nothing wrong with your eye." She went crazy from there. Well, from there I left the house. I never slept at the house at all. From what the police report saying, I slept there. I went to my room. I never slept there. I left there. There was a restraining order on me at my apartment, who prevented me from going back to my apartment. So I was staying by Miss Hyde's house from that time on up till I got arrested in March.
Okay. All right. And I'm gonna get Miss Hyatt and Miss Blanchard to they're here to speak on your behalf. I'm gonna go to them later.
Yes.
But let me just I want to hit on what the other side of the story was, that y'all fighting over a remote.
No, man. No, sir. We was not
So
fighting
it was
no
all
remote.
over the chicken wings. I
It's
saw it,
all
I read it.
Yeah, she's always this is like I said, why would I want to fight her over my remote in my house? You know what I'm saying?
I got
It's
I
not
got
that
you. I
serious.
got you. It sounds like a toxic situation that needs to be remedied.
Yeah.
Uh okay. And what about your fees? Why you wasn't paying on your fees?
Well, my overhead was more than what I was making a month, sir. So, and then I called down to your office and I was told that I was on probation and parole. I was also told again that I was supposed to be going to the parole board, probation board for this year's hearing, but now I see myself in front of the parole board. I got the veterans, because I'm part of the veterans, so I got them to call to find out what I was on. They told me the same thing, that they told them I was on parole and probation. I couldn't afford the fee because it was more than $100 something a month. I couldn't
Yeah.
afford that. So I
Okay,
couldn't afford those fees.
okay. And where were you working at?
Divinity Construction,
How long you worked with them?
3 years.
Well, you still got that job if you get out?
Nope.
Okay. Excuse me. Okay, let's hear from Miss Bailey Hyatt.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Tell us
Good.
what you want us to know, Miss Hyatt.
Okay. John has been my neighbor for about probably 3 years. And at first it just started with my son and I always play outside. So we kind of got connected that way. He came and introduced himself to us. And so we kind of became friends from there on. I'm a single mother, so he's been a really big role in my son's life, very helpful. If I ever need anything or just need a vent, he's always there. So we got close. He has a very kind heart. I eventually, probably about 2.5 years ago, invited him to start coming to church with my family. We go to a church called House of Prayer in Thibodeau, and so they do Wednesday church, and it's called Path of Life Recovery, and I found it very beneficial for me. And so I started bringing John along on Sundays and Wednesdays, and making a lot of friends there, and we really enjoy it. I think that's kind of something that we enjoy doing together, and it's a lot of fun, and it's a really good church.
Mhm.
And he's always willing to help somebody out. I mean, anything with my house, if I ever need any repairs, anything that I think he's able to do, if I ask him, he's more than willing, as far as cleaning the yard, or if I go away on vacation, he'll happily
Okay.
come here and let my dogs out. Now with this situation with the lady that had filed all this and done all this, I mean, I've seen him countless times, time and time again, help her out. And I mean, she's just a very unique individual. I think you can't help her much because she'll drain you. She'll drain you dry if you allow her. And I've tried to help her and be friends with her, and she's attacked me twice. And so that was something I kind of had to separate myself from that. And that was a conversation John and I had had. I think that you're too willing to help her out, and you can't help everybody. You can't. And time again, he tried and gave her a chance. And I think, just when it came down to it, she didn't want to be told that she couldn't just sit in the house and not have to work and not have to help it with anything. And
Mhm.
she would always say, if this doesn't work out how I want it to work out, I'm coming after this person. Any situation that made her angry. But
Okay.
I've just seen him, time and time again, try to help others, and he's been a really great friend to me. And it hurts to see him in a situation like this when I know it wasn't anything that he purposefully did to hurt her.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. We appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, of
All
course.
right. How about Miss Tanya Blanchard?
Hi, this is Tanya Blanchard.
Okay, Miss Blanchard, tell me what you want me to know about Mr. Martin.
I had sent in a letter, but I wasn't sure if you guys had got it. I'm
We
not
got
really
it, and
in
we've read
speaking.
it.
Okay, that's kind of what I was going to go over and read
Okay.
it. If you hadn't gotten it.
No, ma'am, we got it, and like I said, we have read it. So,
Okay.
uh, if you want us to just take your letter as your statement, we will.
Let's see if I don't know. I mean, I've been knowing John, like I said in the letter, about 3 years, and I mean, he's become more than just a friend, or a neighbor to my daughter. He has, become more like family, and we invite him to all our functions. He attends it, always willing to help people, be there for them. Anything you ask, he's going to find a way. I mean, he's a great employee. I'm really sad that, he may or may not get that job back. I'm sure because of his great workmanship and employee that he was. Hopefully they hire him back when he comes out because he was an essence to that company. Um, I know that we're going to support him, in every way that we can to help him get back on his feet and support him and get him to church and help him get to work or fill out applications. He's just a good person at heart, and I know that he wouldn't intentionally ever hurt anybody, and I've trusted him around, all four of my kids, my grandbaby. I mean, he lives behind my daughter's house in her garage apartment.
Mhm.
We trust him with all that we have, and I know that he would never hurt anybody on purpose or even, wish any ill on anybody. He tried to help her in each place that he went, Bailey even tried to take her in once when her and John got into it once or twice. And that's the time she referenced Shannon attacking her.
Okay.
And after that happened, I was like, okay, she got to go because, it ain't going to end good if she puts her hands on you. So, she's just, I don't believe anything that she says.
Yeah.
It's always with a vindictive, manner behind it. It's not anything good.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. We appreciate you calling in.
Yes.
All right. I have no other questions. Do my colleagues have any questions? I got one more thing, Mr. Martin.
Yes, sir.
Would you want to go to work release to have a job?
Yeah, if it was, yeah. Because I will see a lot of
Yeah,
stuff
because
was,
that's what okay, but I just wanted to know if you'd be willing to go.
yeah, so a lot of
'Cause
things was confusing to me because, like I said, I know there's so many things I can do on parole. Then there's so many things I can do on probation. So it was
right.
It was
Well,
confusing to me how I can move around.
I got you. I got
And,
you. I just trying to find you a job again is
yeah,
what I'm really trying to do.
yeah, because
Uh,
I wanted to I need to get a twit card. That's what I really need
well,
to
they
get.
can help you with that also. Your
Yeah,
parole officer should be able to help you with that also.
yeah.
Okay,
That's
I
what
have no further questions.
thank you, sir.
Any comment, any thing from my colleagues?
Ryder,
Questions? No.
I do have a question. You said that the place that this lady is staying is your place.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
So, so if you don't go back there, she just gets to stay there and you just, the rent ends and stuff like that, and you
I
just,
said when I left there with Miss Bailey that night, ma'am, when I left everything. I never went back to the apartment to get a couple of things, but I had got the Food Parish Police to escort me over there. I got a couple of things, and I just left everything in the apartment. All my stuff, I just said you can have it. I don't care. I just don't want to be around you no more. And that's what it
She's
was.
gone now, though, right?
And
She's not in.
yeah, oh yeah, everything
Okay.
gone. Everything.
okay, all right. That's straight and set up. So I don't have any questions. I was wondering about that.
I do have a question now. If you are allowed, if we don't revoke your parole, can you go back there and stay?
Well, that apartment is gone, so I'm staying by Miss Bailey house in the garage apartment that she has. So she allowed me to stay there.
Whose garage apartment?
The lady that spoke.
It's
Oh,
high.
okay, Bailey's. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you got a place to stay if you get out. Where are you going to go to work if you get out?
Like I said, I was trying to get a twit card so I can go off on one of these boats or something, man, so I can go ahead and get me a job because I need a job as soon as I get out. I need one. Real talk.
Because what Mr. Freeman's talking about is we can, in lieu of revoking you, we can have you go to a work release facility where you are work and you get a paycheck and it goes into your account. Is that what you're willing to do?
Well, if that's what y'all see fit possible for me, but like I said, I would want to try because I need to go. I won't get out of here. I don't need to be. No, I don't. I want to go to work release. I really do. I really do.
Okay.
Like,
I don't have any other.
I won't because I'll be able to have to pay 65% out of my check, and that's just too much. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Thank
have
you.
no other questions.
Okay, Mr. Freeman, is your case. You would vote first, please.
Okay, Mr. Martin, there is no more pending charges, right? All of the charges are gone?
Well, I got to go to court next month, so for no, she haven't been going to court, so I'm always sure they're gonna throw it out.
Okay. Well, that puts work release up. Okay. I'm ready to vote.
Okay, Mr. Freeman.
All right, my vote today is going to be to do not revoke. Because he can't go to work release with the pending charge. So my vote is gonna be to do not revoke, that he go back and live at that apartment by Miss Bailey's, and that he's to have no contact with Shannon McKinley.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Prater?
With that, do not revoke, and do not have any contact with that his relative. Now, if she comes over,
No,
you need to call the police right away, because
exactly, exactly.
it's she'll claim that she's got a restraining order and you there. Don't let her
Exactly.
come live with you, Miss
Never
Bailey.
again.
Don't let that
Never
woman
again,
live in your.
Mr. Freeman. Never again, Mr. Freeman. Never, 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 ever,
Okay. That's
ever.
my vote.
Okay.
That's my vote.
Okay, well, I'm just going to concur with my colleague, Mr. Freeman. So as of today, sir, your revocation has not been revoked. And you heard what his conditions were. You stay away. And of course, you're very adamant that that's not going to be a problem. So good, that won't be a problem. So that's our recommendation.